So in our bell work, it's asking us to sketch a linear function. Linear means that it is what? What kind of graph is linear? Straight. Straight. It's a straight line. Whenever you see that, that means we have a straight line. So we have an x-intercept at 5. This is my x-axis. This is the y-axis. So I have an x-intercept at 5. Put a point at 5. You also have a y-intercept. Your y-intercept is at 5. Go ahead and draw your line going through those 2 points. And when you draw your line going through those 2 points, that's what your graph should look like. It's a straight line. All of this other stuff really is not that important. I'm not going to say it's not that important, but you don't need it to sketch a graph. And the end behavior, what this statement is saying, this is saying that the right arrow should go down and the left arrow should go up. And that is what the graph is doing. All right, go ahead and go to your notes. Somebody tell me what page we left off on in our notes. 11. Go to page 11 in your notes, please. All right, I want you to go ahead and plot these points. There's actually 4 points that they want us to plot. So we have a y-intercept, we have 2 x-intercepts, and we also have a minimum. Go ahead and put a point at all 4 of those places. Plot 4 points. Put a point at 0, -3. Put a point at -1, 0, +3, 0, and a point at +1, -4. So 0, -3 is here, and then -1, 0, +3, 0, and then at 1 go down to -4. So we just need to connect all of these points together. What is it telling us about our end behavior? What is my arrows doing on both sides? So both arrows should go up. So let's write that down. Both arrows point up. So like that. So all we're doing is connecting all of these points. And that is your graph. That is your sketch. All right, so we have one more graph to do. I'm going to 8-5 now. So our 8-5 notes. Let's go ahead and fill in our table. So we have these 5 points. And I want you to take your calculators and figure out your y values. So our first point, we have 2. So we have 2 times the 2 times x minus 4. So let's go ahead and write this out. And we're just changing the number that we put inside. So the first time you're going to use your calculator and put in a -2. Then you're going to put in a -1, then a 0, then a 1, and then a 2. Go ahead and find those 5 y values with your calculators. You're going to type it in just like that. 2 parentheses -2, close your parentheses, -4. And do the same thing for the other 4 numbers. So let's just make sure we're starting off right. Who got -8 for the first number? All right, good. All right, go ahead and find the other 4. If you did not get -8, raise your hand. I'll help you type it in. So you should have -8, -6, -4, -2, and 0. Who got that? So these represent 5 ordered pairs that you're going to plot. So put a point on the graph at -2, -8, and then plot a point at -1, -6. Plot a point at 0, -4. That's your y-intercept. Then put a point at +1, -2. And then a point at 2, 0. Plot those 5 points and then connect it with a straight line. So you can see you have an x-intercept at +2 and a y-intercept at -4. All right, use the rest of this class time to finish homework 3 because that is due on Monday. Also, if you have homeworks 1 and 2 finished and you did not show me that, make sure I see that. Our test is in a week, and that's it.